it's Megan. So today I wanted to do something a little different, and I know I've been doing tag videos the last few weeks, but that was just kind of more to get into doing my own videos. But today I wanted to talk to you about something I really enjoy. So have you ever heard of fan fiction? Well, I know there's kind of different beliefs when it comes to, or opinions when it comes to fan fiction. Some people have never heard of it, and that's fine. And some people know what it is and don't believe it should exist, and feel that the authors are the only ones who, like authors of the stories or the TV shows or the movies that fan fiction can be based on, are the only true authors, and don't want to see fan fiction or fan fiction writers around, because they feel that fan fiction is kind of the lowest form of culture because it's taking away from originality. And then there's people who, like me, really love fan fiction. Some are huge into certain fandoms, certain types of books or movies, and love continuously reading about certain characters. I enjoy fan fiction of certain genres, certain characters. I don't stray too far from the certain things I enjoy. And if I like a book or a movie done originally, and I'm not as invested or I'm really invested in the characters from that particular story or setting, and I don't want to see them changed, then I won't read a fan fiction based on that, due to the changes that come with fan fiction in general. For those of you who don't know, fan fiction is basically, it's taking the words fan and fiction and putting them together. So a fan is basically someone who enjoys that creation or that telling. So that's where you get fandoms, so groups of people who are big fans of something. You have you have fandoms for Harry Potter, and that led to the creation of Pottermore. You have fans of Twilight. You have fans of Disney. You have fans of sports stars and musicians and YouTubers. You have the Merfandas, fans of Miranda Sings. You have Hopefuls, which is fans of Carrie Hope Fletcher. There's fans of just about anything. I personally am part of the R5 family, so I'm a fan of the band R5. If you saw my TMI tag, you'll know that. And you have the word fiction, which is basically literature that involves imagination in regards to character and story, and is not based in fact. It uses the imagination. So that's where fan fiction is derived from. And although you can see fan fiction in its own way throughout history, really you can only put it after the invention of the printing press, and after starting like during the 18th century, where copyright and laws regarding authorship and the term author really came into prominence and so fans of those became more prominent as well. You have in the 1920s, you had fans of Sherlock Holmes who, fans of that character and that author, created their own societies in London and New York to get together and to be able to talk about what they thought could happen and what they saw within the characters, and things that, although many authors work at knowing the backgrounds of their characters, it can be interesting to see where fans of the characters may think differently than the author themselves. So that was kind of, and these societies gave fans a chance to read their own writings of either the characters or putting themselves in that situation, which is its own type of fan fiction when it uses real people, either yourself as a character, or uses real people in the story. So there are some authors who completely refuse to allow fan fiction on their creations, and due to copyright they have the right to do that, but some fans really don't like that they don't have that opportunity, but the authors have decided that they don't want to see their characters changed. Authors like Anne Rice of Interview with a Vampire, which became a movie. And then you have authors like J.K. Rowling, who allows fan fiction within a certain set of rules. There's a few rules she has when it comes to fan fiction, although some of those have changed over time just due to the changing of the way fan fiction works. So you can see that fan fiction isn't just an internet thing, isn't just a today thing, but you have, due to the increase in the internet and social media, you have sites such as fanfic.net and Wattpad and Archive of Our Own, which allow people to go in and use their imaginations and create their own stories and settings. You'll find some writers on many of these sites who have created hundreds of stories, and it's actually how I met my best friend. I was a fan fiction reader, and she wrote fan fiction, and I commented on one of her stories, and that's how we got to know each other. And for a while after we became friends, I was actually writing fan fiction too. I've since stopped doing that just because I didn't find the enjoyment in it anymore, but I still love reading her fan fictions, and I go to other writers' stories as well and get a lot of enjoyment out of other stories for certain characters that that she doesn't write for as much. Although due to our friendship, she's actually added in characters to a number of her stories that she may not have if we hadn't become friends. I think she's working toward her 200th story, I believe, at the moment. And it really is a creative outlet and something that a lot of people are very passionate about. So as much as many people don't think that fan fiction is an original form of writing, I say that you need to actually look into it, and sometimes you have to get past certain aspects of editing, but really look into it and see just how creative and imaginative these writers really are. Although they may be using characters or plot points from a TV show or a book or what have you, they really use their imagination in finding new ways to have these characters live their lives. And I think it's really important to show them respect and to show that they do a good job in what they do. They have found a creative outlet, just like a YouTuber, just like any author who does write original things. But you have to think about it. A lot of stories and movies and TV shows come from other things. They've seen ideas or heard stories or whatever. Even William Shakespeare, it's not known whether those were actually his stories or not. His stories are thought of as classic. And so we really need to give fan fiction a chance, or even more of a chance, and really think about what these writers put into what they're writing. So if you want to do that, I say go for it. If you want to start writing your own things, or you have been and you've never posted them, I say go for it. There'll be negative things in anything you do, unfortunately, but I think the positive of posting your stories and other people getting the chance to tell you what they think of them, and hopefully giving you positive feedback and the push and the drive to do more of that is just fantastic. So if you want to do that, remember it's fanfic.net, or there's Wattpad, which allows for more of real people stories. It seems to be more for younger writers. And there's Archive of Our Own, which allows for drawings and sometimes even video clips. And then if you want to check out, if you're interested in Degrassi and other like crossovers, which is another genre or mix mash of things, and want to check out some of my best friend's stories, her fanfiction name is Halawen, Halawen, and I think she'd love to get some more comments and get some more readers and hear from you guys. I know she likes hearing the positivity and finding out what her readers enjoy, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments to tell me what you think of fan fiction, if you write or if you've ever thought of writing, or what types of stories or characters you most enjoy when you're reading fan fiction. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, world!